Hi everyone! Today we start talking about intonation. What is intonation? So we have words, right? And we've just learned so much about those individual sounds that help us pronounce the words clearly and not confuse similar words that have different meanings if you slightly change the sound. So you can master the pronunciation of separate words, but that's not enough for speaking. Then we have rhythm. Right? When we talk, we stress important words and it helps us express the message that we have in mind. We make sure that other people that we're talking to, that they understand us. Let's have a look. For example, I say, I like Italian food. Let's see what happens if I stress different words. I can say, I like Italian food. Not my brother, not anybody else. I like it. Or I can say, I like Italian food. Why did you say that I hated it? I like it. Or I can say, I like Italian food. So why did you bring me tacos? Or I can say, I like Italian food. Not fashion, not furniture, but food. So you see, if you bring that extra stress to a different word, your message slightly changes. Let's have a look at a different example. John bought a present for me. We can read it differently as the previous example, but I think we can agree that the greatest effect on the meaning will be if we stress, if the last word we stress is the word present. John bought a present for me. Now, in the sentence, we have several words that we stress. John bought a present for me. John bought and present. These are the three important words in the sentence. Now, the last stressed word, in this case it's present, it's our landing point. Of course, we can make a different word a landing point. For example, John bought a present for me. But can you hear it? We have a very long tail in a sentence. We say, John, and then bought a present for me. All the other syllables and words in the sentence are not stressed if John is our landing point. So we need to pick the last stressed syllable in the sentence. John bought a present for me. Now, with the word present, we can play different tricks. We can add a tune to it. And that's what intonation actually is. It's the rhythm and the musical tune. There are 6 tunes in English intonation, 3 falling and 3 rising. So we can have low fall, high fall, rise fall, and we can have low rise, high rise, and fall rise. I'll give you an example now so that you're not confused. All right, let's try the low fall. John bought a present for me, right? It's a low fall. Present. John bought a present for me. Let's try high fall. Present. John bought a present for me. Now let's try rise fall. Present. John bought a present for me. So it goes up and down. Let's try the rising tunes. Low rise. Present. John bought a present for me. Or high rise. Present. John bought a present for me. Or we can have full rise. Present. John bought a present for me. Can you feel the difference? If the meaning of the sentence is not that different, at least you can feel that the emotions are very different. Don't be confused. There are rules in English regarding intonations and different sentence types. Now, there are 4 main sentence types in English. They are a statement, a fact, 2 types of questions, general questions or yes/no questions, and special questions. They request special information. We also call them WH questions. You know, they start with words like why, where, etc. And we have commands, you know, when we tell somebody to do something. Each of these types of sentences have a specific default tune, something that's in general considered the right way to say those sentences. Let's start with statements for today. Statements are the easiest ones. They have falling tunes. It's either low fall or high fall. Like we said, present. John bought a present for me. Or John bought a present for me. So it's either low fall or high fall. Let's have a look at some other examples. She'll be back in an hour. She'll be back in an hour. We have two stressed words here, back and hour. You can even write down the example and mark the stress on your piece of paper. Back, hour, or an hour. The last stressed word is hour. This is our landing point. And the landing point is where we place the tune, right? She'll be back in an hour. That's where we fall. Let's try the low fall. She'll be back in an hour. Or high fall. She'll be back in an hour. So it's like we're jumping from a high cliff. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. The difference here would be a different emotion. You can tell, right, that the higher the pitch, the more emotional message is carried across in the sentence. The house was built last year. The house was built last year. House, built, year. So our landing point is year. That's where we fall. The house was built last year. Or the high fall. The house was built last year. A bit more emotional, isn't it? The house was built last year. Or a longer sentence, I don't want to watch this film again. Okay, so we keep the rhythm, but the longer the sentence, the more different the rhythm can be. If in a shorter sentence you say, I don't want it, in a longer sentence you say, I don't want to watch this film again. So want in this case is not going to be stressed. I don't want to watch this film again. Again is our landing point. It's the last stressed syllable in the sentence. I don't want to watch this film again. And that's where we fall. I'm reading the book you brought yesterday. I'm reading the book you brought yesterday. Book brought yesterday. 3 stressed words. And what's more important, the word yesterday, it's not the whole word that's stressed. It's yesterday. So that's our last stressed syllable in a sentence. That's where we fall. I'm reading the book you brought yesterday. I'm reading the book you brought yesterday. I hope you noticed the change and you're getting used to the intonation. As usual, do your homework, record yourself again, reading our story, see how different maybe you already sound, and I'll see you in our next class.